The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll run with Jefferson. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. McCarthy off the play fake. Complete, finding Donnell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Throwing is McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This is Donnell with a grab. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Now the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week, 22 carries, 123 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
43 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. On first down, McCarthy to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 99 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On second down, it's Stanley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They go play fake. Mahomes. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To the air with McCarthy. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that evades the tackler, and now some space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Now a run with Jefferson. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security. And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The Chiefs at 9-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth. Yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season. And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? First down now, but that clock rolling. The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's McCarthy. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. McCarthy to throw on 1st and 10. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. The career catch number for him just continues to climb, now at 1,070, and that is where Reggie Wayne finished.
And I was always told, if you went about your business like Reggie Wayne, you had a chance to be a heck of a player. So I've asked, how does this guy go about his business? Morning, noon, night, pregame, postgame, pre-practice, post-practice. That's why he's accumulated this type of number.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So we've come upon halftime here in halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, Mahomes. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That's caught right side by Worthy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. On 3rd down, it's Stanley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The tight end in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On play action, now McCarthy. He's got Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down now. It's Stanley, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, McCarthy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Here's Jefferson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mahomes now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes now on first down. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 209, breaking Jerry Rice's record. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll run here with Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy within sight now of the all-time record for touchdowns in a career. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 11, less than 90 seconds to go. They need a touchdown with a two-point conversion and a field goal in either order as they've got it first down. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Completes this to Jefferson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. McCarthy operating from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Stanley. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's first down. Back to throw again. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victory.